What we need is not more medications, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge. This is Exposé coming to you live from Lagos, Nigeria, every Monday on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook simultaneously. I'm your regular host, Tony Akinyemi. Don't forget, what we need is not more medication, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge. Hello and welcome. This is Exposé with Tony Akinyemi, and I'm your regular host. My name is Tony Akinyemi. We've been discussing your food and your health. In other words, the impact that the food we eat would exert on our wellness, on our fitness, on our health, on our longevity, on the quality of our lives. People say, you are what you eat. Okay, so we have looked at vegetables, we've looked at certain specific, cancer-fighting foods, and now we are looking at fruits. And last week, we started with the citrus family of fruits. We looked at the grapefruit, we looked at the lemon, and we looked at the lime. Today, we are looking at other members of the citrus family, particularly oranges and tangerine. Now, citrus is most commonly thought of as a good source of vitamin C. That's what most people know. However, like most other whole foods, citrus fruits also contain an impressive list of other essential nutrients, including both glycemic and non-glycemic carbohydrates, such as sugar and fiber, okay? It contains minerals like potassium, like phosphorus, like magnesium, like copper. It also contains vitamins such as folate, otherwise known as folic acid. It contains thiamine, okay? It contains niacin, otherwise known as vitamin B3. It contains vitamin B6, all right? It contains riboflavin. It contains pantothenic acid. Various other, phytochemicals, even ones that are yet to be known. Now, so citrus fruits contain, they don't contain any fat, or sodium, and being a plant food, they do not contain cholesterol as well. All right. Now, the average energy value of fresh citrus is also very low, and that can be very important for consumers that are concerned about putting on excess body weight. Now, drinking pasteurized orange juice bought from stores, store-bought pasteurized orange juice is not the same as eating fresh oranges or squeezing your own orange juice or using a citrus juicer such as the Tribest Citri-Star citrus juicer to juice your orange. It's not the same thing. Pasteurized orange juice has lost most of its health benefits. So when I'm talking about the health benefits of orange juice, I'm talking about freshly squeezed orange juice that you make in your own kitchen. The ones that are store-bought in packets, in cartons, they may offer some benefits, but not as much as the ones that you make by yourself. So it is best to drink fresh orange juice that you make in your kitchen. And better still, drink it immediately after squeezing the juice in order to obtain the full health benefits. When you eat the orange with the fiber, you even get additional benefits from the fiber. All right? Now, there's considerable evidence, to show that citrus foods can actually help to reduce the risk or to retard the progression of several serious diseases and disorders. It can reduce the risk of developing cardiovascular diseases or neural tube defects, or the risk of developing cancer or anemia or cataract in the eyes and many, many other things. It can reduce your risk of developing those conditions on the one hand, and for those who have already developed those conditions, they've already been diagnosed with those conditions, it can actually also help to retard the progression. It does not, citrus fruits will not allow those diagnosed conditions to get worse, to make further progress in their development, okay? Now, all citrus fruits share some common traits. Citrus fruits are loaded with vitamin C, all of them. They are all loaded with citrus bioflavonoids, and they help in strengthening capillaries and blood vessels. They help wounds to heal very fast, much faster than otherwise would have been. Citrus fruits and everything they contain, when consumed, they have cancer-fighting properties. Citrus fruits can also help to reduce the incidence of mouth sores and gum bleeding in the mouth. They can help the body to fight colds, and flu and catarrh. They increase, they enhance, I should say, the body's ability to ward off viral infections, allergies, inflammation, and you name it. These are the things that citrus fruits will help us to accomplish. Now, the vitamin C you find in citrus fruits begin to dissipate soon after you cut them open and you squeeze the juice. The vitamin C content continues to dissipate gradually. That's why it's best to drink it immediately after you squeeze the orange, or you just cut the oranges and just eat it whole like that. Okay, so you must drink it immediately. All the natural vitamin C in packaged orange juices are almost gone, virtually gone, by the time it is sold to you. And this is why those who make orange juice will now have to fortify the juice with synthetic vitamin C. And synthetic is not the same as natural, contrary to popular belief. That's why it's best to make your own citrus juice at home and drink it same day, if possible, within the hour. Now, generally, synthetic vitamins find it difficult to penetrate the intestinal wall when we consume them. And the cellular wall, if they manage to penetrate the intestinal wall and they get into the bloodstream, by the time they get to each cell around our body and the cell wants to absorb these synthetic nutrients, the synthetic nutrients find it more difficult to cross the cellular wall into the cell, because they are not combined with active transporter molecules that are usually required to help them to pass through the walls, the cell membrane, as well as the intestinal walls. All right? According to a Japanese doctor, Dr. Yoshihide Hagiwara, many of us are familiar with barley grass powder or barley juice and what have you. Dr. Yoshihide Hagiwara was arguably the first person who popularized the use of barley grass juice, barley grass powder in promoting and supporting health. Okay? Now, according to him, he said, and I quote, he said, in raw vegetables, minerals are bonded in an organic form to enzymes, proteins, amino acids, and sugars. So you don't find minerals standing alone when you find them in fruits and vegetables. The minerals are bonded with enzymes. They are bonded with amino acids. They are bonded with certain sugars. And that's why we call them chelated minerals. Those kinds of minerals are more bioavailable to the body. The body is better able to absorb them and utilize them. So this makes minerals from raw vegetables better than synthetic varieties because they are more bioavailable. So the ability for the body to absorb and utilize those items is what we refer to as its bioavailability. All right. Now, Oranges are also rich in vitamin B complex. They are rich in potassium, they are rich in zinc, they are rich in phosphorus. Tangerine is good in warding off the common cold. You know, when you are juicing these citrus fruits, particularly orange, tangerine, and grapefruit, please do not juice them with the skin. Again, take note. Orange, tangerine, grapefruit. If you want to juice them, don't juice them with the outermost skin, all right? They are difficult to digest and they can actually cause problems in the colorectal area. The skin of lemon and lime are, however, digestible. The skin of lemon and lime, you can actually grate it and actually use it as part of your ingredients in recipes and food preparation. Lemon and lime, the whole skin, everything, the green, the yellow skin, everything is useful. But when it comes to orange, tangerine, and grapefruit skin, the skin of grapefruit, please don't juice them with your juice. Now, the white rind of citrus fruits is the storehouse of vitamin C, as well as bioflavonoids, what I called vitamin P the other time. I actually was not the one that named it vitamin P. It was a Nobel Prize winner from Hungary. He's a Hungarian. He's late right now. The late Hungarian Nobel Prize winner. His name is Dr. Albert St. Georgia. He was the one who discovered vitamin C and was the one who also named the bioflavonoid as vitamin P. All right. Now, citrus fruits are remarkable for their balanced combination of anti-cancer substances, which includes vitamin C, flavonoids, limonoids, and citrus pectin. Okay? Actually, modified citrus pectin is typically used as one of the natural substances that can help in cancer treatment, particularly prostate cancer. Modified citrus pectin is good for prevention of prostate enlargement, prostate cancer, and even those who have already been diagnosed, when they take this, it helps. It also helps in heavy metal detox, by the way, to remove mercury and lead and some other toxic metals from the body. And that's found from citrus fruits, modified citrus pectin. The pectin is actually a kind of soluble fiber. You also find pectin in apples. It's called apple pectin. But this one is citrus pectin. And then it is processed in a certain way, modified in a certain way, to enhance its ability to remove heavy metals or toxic metals from the body. So it's called modified citrus pectin. All right. Now, there's another thing that you find on the skin of citruses, orange skin, lemon skin, lime skin. You know, it's called citrus limonene or D-limonene, D-limonene. Now, D-limonene is another substance. It's a kind of oil. When you're peeling your lemon or peeling your orange, there's a kind of oil, you know, that spreads out like that. Now, if you capture that oil and you put it in capsule, then you have D-limonene. It's available in health stores. You can actually buy a bottle of D dash, you know, capital letter D dash, then limonene is lime, L-I-M-O-N-E-N-E, D dash limonene. It comes in gel capsules. It's like fish oil. So what you do, what I use D-limonene for, or normally recommend it for people to do, is to do what we call oil pulling. Oil pulling. How do you do oil pulling? When you wake up first thing in the morning, there are different oils that can be used for oil pulling. You can use coconut oil and various other oils, but let me focus on coconut oil here. You wake up first thing in the morning, you put 1 tablespoonful of coconut oil in your mouth before you brush your teeth. Once you wake up in the morning, you may want to drink your water first, maybe a glass of water or 2 glasses of water, lukewarm water. What have you? After drinking your water, then you put 1 tablespoonful of coconut oil in your mouth. Then you take 1 gel capsule of D-limonene, which is the oil on the skin of your lime or lemon, all right? And then you bite the gel capsule with your teeth. so that you can rupture it, and then you press the oil inside the gel capsule into your mouth to meet the coconut oil in there. So the coconut oil and the limonene oil will mix together in your mouth, and then you swish the oil around your mouth for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. After you switch it around and switch it around and switch it around, 20 minutes, it turns whitish. Then you spit it out and discard it. Don't swallow, okay? And don't spit it into your wash hand basin. Don't spit it into your WC, because the oil can congeal and it can block your zinc. So what you do is you spit it into your tissue, okay, a serviette, and then you discard it in your trash bin. That's how to dispose of it. You do that every morning. It's called oil pulling. It has a way of disinfecting your mouth and drawing out toxins from your gum. It can help to address gingivitis and gum issues in your mouth. It helps to improve your dental health, your oral health. Okay? It's a very good practice to include in your morning routines as you wake up and you are getting ready to go to work. It's called oil pulling. You can go online and read more about oil pulling. Non-invasive, harmless. Some people question whether these things actually help, whether they have benefits, whether they work. One thing I tell people is that even if it doesn't help, at least it won't harm. Okay? So it's worth trying. You can be your own, you can make yourself the guinea pig to do the experiment and see whether it helps or not. And if you see that it's helping and you have some benefits, I mean, I've recommended that to many people with gum issues, and they have become better, all right? Of course, it cannot solve all dental problems. No, there are certain problems, particularly if it has to do with your gum. If it has to do with infections in your gum, if it has to do with gingivitis, inflammation of your gums, then it will help, okay? But if you have a hole in your teeth, dental cavities or caries, no. Oil pulling cannot solve that one, okay? So it is not one size fits all dental problems, but it's a very good routine to include in your early morning routine when you wake up. After doing your oil pulling, you can then brush your teeth. And after brushing, you can then use your mouthwash. And when you are using your mouthwash, please make sure you don't use alcohol-based mouthwash. I don't recommend alcohol-based mouthwash, because long-term use of alcohol mouthwash in your mouth is exposing your entire buccal cavity to alcohol. And I have read in places where it is said, it is alleged that long-term use of alcohol mouthwash in the mouth can cause oral cancers, cancers of the mouth, all right? And you don't want to set yourself up for that. So look for other forms of mouthwash that is non-alcohol based. Now we're going to go on a short break. When we come back, we will switch to another kind of fruit, your food and your health. I'll be back shortly. Don't go away. Welcome back. This is still Exposé with Tony Akinyemi, where we share wellness information for your health transformation. For to be informed is to be transformed, and to be uninformed is to be deformed. We hope the information, the pieces of information we are bringing your way have been very helpful. We like to get feedback from you from time to time, so do post some things in the chat room whenever you have the opportunity to be with us on Exposé with Tony Akinyemi. Let's engage the chat room. Let's get to see how these teachings are blessing you and helping you and your circle of friends and family. Yeah, we're talking your food and your health, how what we eat impacts our health, and we're trying to highlight the benefits that we derive from eating certain food items. We have looked at seeds, we have looked at nuts, we have looked at vegetables, we are looking at fruits now. Then maybe subsequently we look at herbs and spices, okay, maybe teas. But for now, we are looking at fruits, and we have just concluded in the first half with citrus fruits. We looked at grapefruits, lemon, lime, oranges, tangerine. Now, let's talk about mango in this second half of today's episode. Mango. Mango has a botanical name that is called Mangifera indica, and it's an exotic fruit belonging to the family of Anacardiaceae. Now, it is said to be native to Southern and Southeast Asia, but the fruit is now grown in Central America, in South America, almost all over Africa, as well as the Arabian Peninsula. I live in Africa, and I know that there are a variety of mangoes growing in Africa. Maybe my best variety is the cherry mango. Okay, there are today over 1,000 different varieties of mango throughout the world. Over 1,000 varieties. Some of them are so big that you almost can't finish one single fruit of mango. All right? An average mango tree is said to grow to a height of up to 25 meters, and it can live up to for more than 100 years before it finally dies. You know, the mango tree is an evergreen tree, and it produces hundreds and thousands of mango fruits every year. Then the mango pulp contains about 81% of water, as well as other very, very nourishing and therapeutic nutrients. Now, mango, as we know it, you see, is such that it comes out in seasons. It has its own season, particularly in Africa where I live. You don't find mango fruits all year round. But whenever it comes out, it is always a delight. I mean, people enjoy mango fruit all over the place. I love eating it either directly or including it as one of the ingredients in my smoothie. Now, mangoes contain beta-carotene, which is a powerful antioxidant on its own, and it's also a precursor for the synthesis of vitamin A. So beta-carotene is also known as provitamin A. In other words, it's the raw material that the body will use to convert to vitamin A. Now, mango is the richest source of provitamin A in the fresh fruit category. In the vegetable category, carrots are also rich in provitamin A or beta-carotene. Mangoes also contain potassium and small amounts of magnesium and iron. Mangoes also contain vitamins such as vitamin B, B1, B2, B5, B6, B3. Also contains vitamin C and a little bit of vitamin E. And of course, mangoes also contain their own soluble fiber, mango pectin. Okay, I spoke about citrus pectin, about apple pectin. We also have mango pectin. Now, mangoes contain part of the organic acids, malic acid, as well as citric acid. Okay, and the nutrients in mango help to nourish our eyes, to nourish our skin, and to also protect our arteries. Mangoes also contains, things that can help, our bowel movement because of the fiber content that it contains. And in case you want to know more about the benefits of mango, there's a website I would recommend. It's called lifemojo.com, lifemojo.com. And at that website, numerous health benefits of mangoes are listed for us. One is the anti-cancer properties of mango. Mango contains certain substances known as phenols, Phenols, phenols. Now, the phenols in mangoes, such as quercetin, isoquercetin, astragalin, fisetin, gallic acid, that is GALLIC, gallic acid, methyl gallate, as well as, different kinds of enzymes. All of these substances are phenols. They're called phenols, and they have cancer-preventing capacities. They help the body to prevent developing cancer. Mango is also high in soluble dietary fiber. I mentioned that earlier. Mango pectin, all right? That helps regular bowel movement. Now, scientists have identified a strong link between eating lots of fiber and a lower risk of cancers, particularly of the gastrointestinal tract, particularly colon cancer, colorectal cancer. All right. A cup of sliced mangoes, which is around 165 grams, will contain, about 76% of the needed daily value of vitamin C, which is a potent antioxidant that helps to protect cells from free radical damage or oxidative damage, which also helps in reducing the risk of cancer. So mango has anti-cancer property. Then what about our eyes? Mango is also good for eye health. 1 cup of sliced mangoes will supply 25% of the needed daily value of vitamin A. And this helps to promote good vision, good eyesight. So eating mangoes regularly will prevent night blindness because of the vitamin A content. It can help to prevent refractive errors or dryness in the eyes or softening of the cornea or itching and burning in the eyes. Mango, yeah. Mango can be that medicinal. Wonderful. What about digestive health? Now, mangoes can also help in digestion because they contain digestive enzymes. They are called food enzymes. And these help to break down proteins and, aid digestion. It's also valuable to combat acidity, poor digestion because of a particular enzyme that is found in the fruit that suits the stomach. Now, due to the high amounts of fiber that is found in mango, it can be helpful as well in keeping us regular, in helping to prevent constipation, as well as in helping to slow down the rapid uptake of glucose from the digestive tract into the bloodstream. Now, in India, there is a decoction of the mango peel that is typically given to people with inflammation of the stomach, particularly of the mucous membranes. Now, eating 1 or 2 small, tender mangoes in which the seed is not fully formed with salt and honey has been found to be very effective medicine for summer diarrhea, for dysentery, for piles, for morning sickness, for chronic dyspepsia, for indigestion and constipation. When I was in high school, for example, I had so many Indian teachers in my school. In fact, probably 95% of the teachers that taught me in high school were all foreigners, particularly Indians, and then we had Europeans, and then we had Ghanaians. Those were my teachers. My English teacher was from Ireland, for example. My Greek teacher was from Ghana. My economics teacher was from Ghana. And then, of course, virtually all the other science teachers, my physics teacher, biology teacher, chemistry teacher, further maths teacher, physics teacher, all of them were Indians. And so they were living in staff quarters, in the staff quarters of my high school in Ondo State at St. Joseph's College in Ondo at that time. And so one day, I think I spotted my chemistry teacher, who is an Indian lady, and she was plucking a very tender, young, unripe mango seed because we had a lot of mango trees in our school compound. And she plucked just one tiny seed of mango that was unripe. And I was wondering, what's she going to do with this? You should have allowed the mango to mature and ripen before you pluck it. But she plucked it, and I asked her, what do you want to do with that? It's unripe. And she told me, oh, it's used as medicine. I said, medicine? She didn't go further than that because she didn't want me to, start practicing what I didn't know much about. But I got the hint there that even unripe tender mango seed, where the fruit, where even the seed has not fully formed, can be used. So as I started reading, researching, and studying, I have now come across writings where they say small tender mangoes where the seed is not yet fully formed. It can be eaten with salt and honey. And it's very effective, particularly for those experiencing diarrhea or dysentery, or even for those who have pile and morning sickness. Well, I am not prescribing for you. I'm not suggesting you go do it. If you choose to do it, you have to accept full responsibility, because I have never tried it. But I just saw my chemistry teacher in high school. She did it, and that was in the late 1970s stroke, early 1980s. All right. And then I read in books as well, and that's why I am sharing that experience with you about mango. All right. Now, it also has benefits for the skin. Now, mango is effective in relieving clogged pores of the skin. People that suffer from acne will benefit from mango. All you need to do is remove the mango pulp, apply it on your skin for about 10 minutes before washing it off, and then you can also eat the mango regularly. It makes your skin soft and shining. It is also said that mangoes can even help in diabetes. Mango leaves can help to normalize insulin levels in the blood. Not the fruit now, but the leaves. Now, you boil a few mango leaves in water. Allow it to, saturate through the night, and then you consume the filtered decoction in the morning as a diabetic home remedy. Now, the glycemic index of mango fruit itself, even though the fruit is sweet, the glycemic index is low. It ranges between 41 and 60. So mango does not have any significant effect, actually, in increasing blood sugar level. But the leaves, when it is boiled into a decoction, can actually help improve insulin sensitivity. Now, it is also said that mango can serve as an aphrodisiac for better sex. The vitamin E that is abundantly present in mangoes can help to regulate sex hormones and boost libido, boost sex drive. It's said to also be beneficial for anemia. Mangoes are beneficial for pregnant women and individuals that are suffering from anemia because of the iron content. Also, the vitamin C in mango actually helps, the absorption of iron from your food. Because when you take iron-rich food, you do need vitamin C for your body to be able to absorb the iron. Vitamin C helps in enhancing the uptake of iron. Mango is also said to be able to boost memory. They are useful to children who lack concentration in studies because it contains glutamine acid, which is good for boosting, cognition, our memory. Now, mangoes are also good sources of vitamins and minerals that are very essential for almost every system in the body. Okay, so when mango season comes out, please include it in your diet every season. According to S.L. Baker, in an article that he wrote, and it was published in Natural News on January 21 in the year 2010, the author said, and I quote, "In laboratory experiments in Texas A&M University's Agri-Life Research Department, mango fruit prevented or stopped cancer growth in certain breast and colon cell lines," unquote. That's, of course, in vitro experiment, not in vivo. In vitro means in the test tube, in the laboratory. It's a laboratory experiment, not in real-life human body situation. All right, they tested to see how mango will handle certain breast cancer cell lines or colon cancer cell lines, and they actually found that mango fruit prevented or stopped the growth of those cancer cell lines. Now, a food scientist, Dr. Susan Talcott, and her co-researcher husband, Dr. Steve Talcott, specifically tested polyphenol extract from mango on different cancer cell lines. They tested it on colon cancer cell line, on breast cancer cell line, on lung cancer cell line, on leukemia, that's blood cancer. They tested it on prostate cancer cell lines. And they zeroed in on evaluating the polyphenolic compound in mangoes known as gallotanines, which is a class of natural bioactive compounds that is believed to help prevent or block the growth of cancer cells. Now, these scientists, the Talcotts, the couple, their experiments showed that mango extract actually demonstrated some cancer-fighting ability when tested on lung cancer cell line, leukemia, that's blood cancer cell line, as well as prostate cancer cell line. Okay? Now, but when they tested the most common breast and colon cancers, mango compounds were found to have even stronger anti-cancer abilities. In fact, the mango extract caused the breast and the colon cancer cells to undergo apoptosis. That is programmed cell death. Now, every cell in the body is supposed to die when it reaches its final day on Earth. It's called apoptosis. That is programmed cell death. But when a cell has lost its ability to die when it reaches its life expectancy, the end of its life expectancy, then that cell is cancerous, it's malignant, it's aberrant. All right. Now, fresh mango, because it is rich in the antioxidants, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, and it's a fruit that anyone desiring good health should consume regularly, particularly when it is in season, it's something that, except you are allergic to it in some way, if you're not, then please, even diabetes can tolerate mango very well, as long as you don't overdo it. Because of its low sodium content and its diuretic properties, it's also very good for those who have hypertension, by the way. Okay, unfortunately, these days, mangoes are ripened using calcium carbide, which is a dangerous chemical. So please be careful the type of mango that you consume. Tree-ripened mango is the best for health. And it's high time we started planting mango trees, by the way, all over the place, particularly in Nigeria, in school premises, public institutions, around our houses, on the streets, in orchards, and what have you, so that it's available when the season comes out. And don't forget what I shared in the past about the ABCD code. A, architectural code, B, Bible code, C is color code, D is the delivery season. Any fruit that is delivered to us by God through nature in any particular season contains medicinal properties to mitigate the peculiar diseases of that particular season. So when mango season comes, that's the best time to eat your mango, because then it fortifies your body and strengthens your body to be able to ward off the peculiar diseases of that particular season. This is how far we can go today. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. When we come your way next time, same platform, same time, 8 p.m. West African time on YouTube and Facebook, we'll be talking about yet another wonderful fruit. I hope you keep a date with me. Do have a terrific week, a testimony-filled week, and may your joy overflow. I love you, and bye-bye.